This is a reminder we have a $50 giveaway. Please hit like and subscribe. Comment on this video and any others of mine. The full directions are listed in the description below. I want to first start out thanking the Kennywood Company for inviting us out for a media day. We got to go behind the scenes to look at the haunted houses, the food for the fall festival, and also some of the makeup preparation. So please go and visit the Kennywood website. I'll put a link below and check out their Phantom Fall Festival. I apologize for not appearing in this video again, but once again our studio is not ready, so let's just get started. Nestled in the south of Pittsburgh is a land of magic and mystery. A land called Kennyland.
It's Kennywood! Kennywood!
Anywho, Kennyland is also a very old amusement park, about 90 years old, and some of the rides, such as this carousel, are 90 years old or more and are historic landmarks. With your Phantom Fall Fest ticket, you can ride the regular rides through the park. They're not all open, but most of them are. Some of the best rides they have there are the Steel Curtain roller coaster, a Steelers-themed roller coaster that's very scary. The Phantom's Revenge, which was one of the highest and fastest roller coasters ever built in the United States. The Jackrabbit, which is deceptively simple looking, but is extremely scary with its double dip. The Thunderbolt, which is an excellent old-fashioned roller coaster. The Skyrocket, which is deceptively terrifying. You go straight up and then you come straight down.
Will be lost. Ride operators cannot stop operation to look for lost items. Please leave all loose articles on the
Racer, where you have two roller coasters racing with each other. There are many more rides to choose from at Kennyland.
Who? What?
But the last one I'm going to mention is the Black Widow, which is a terrifying journey into the beyond. Next, we'll be reviewing Phantom Fall Fantasy Food, only at Kennyland.
It's Kennywood!
We'll start with some popcorn. Here we can see as small as $4.50, regular is $5.50, and a big pop is $11. They had butter corn, pizza flavor, caramel corn, and cheese corn. Next we had our scary waffle cone, which I really liked. It was green tinted ice milk with orange sprinkles both inside and outside, and gummy worms. This is a very refreshing treat on a hot, humid day. I liked it a lot, but I wish it was more of a vanilla ice cream than an ice milk. And once again, there was orange jimmies inside the cone. And this was $7.99. This next savory dish was the Salisbury steak with onions and mushrooms, red mashed potatoes, and a mixture of vegetables, all of which was delicious. I really like the Salisbury steak. I would highly recommend this. This was $11.99 at the Parkside Cafe. Next we have the old-time favorite, the big old turkey leg. They brought it back for the fall. This was a decent turkey leg. It tasted like turkey, so if you like turkey, by all means get it. I found it kind of hard to eat myself, but if you're into that kind of thing, just go for it. Lastly, we have the pastry section, which I absolutely loved. I'd highly recommend all of these. You can't go wrong with any of them. First, we had a vanilla cupcake with a gummy eyeball that was nice and delicious with some red syrup. We had a chocolate cupcake with a cookie for a tombstone, also delicious. And a pumpkin cheesecake, which was very refreshing and delightful, not too spicy. I would highly recommend all of these. And they were all $4.29. At 6 p.m., the park totally transforms into a haunted realm with lights, scare actors, and haunted houses. In this next section, we'll take a behind-the-scenes look at how haunted houses are made and how some of the special effects and makeup is done.
So, as we are about to conclude in the middle of the vampire, I know like it's definitely not super a lot to see during the day, but like once you guys see it at night, it'll definitely be like, oh, that's really cool the way that it all comes together. You know, you can kind of tell during the day that it's just really a bunch of plywood put together and held together by wood. But again, you can't tell that in the nighttime, so it's all about the immersion, and that's something that they do really well here. So any questions before we head on to the makeup room and start to meet some of our scare actors?
In this next part of the behind-the-scenes tour, we got to go through the makeup effects room and meet some of the makeup artists. For this last effect, the director of makeup will explain how his prosthetic mask is computerized with a fan and a mechanical jaw to bring more realism to the face and also to cool him off while he's acting in it.
And then my computer fan just turns on with a click of the button. All I need is a battery. I just keep that in my pocket and nobody can see it or hear it. Yeah, it's for cooling. So because it's made out of silicone, there's not really any airflow. The only airflow you get is from the eyes and the mouth. So that fan helps circulate all the air all the hot air and get all the hot air out when I breathe out.
Okay.
Ooh, it's so scary. For our next section, I'll be reviewing the haunts of Kennyland. Huh? Number 9 was Dark Shadows. I didn't like this one as much as the other ones. First of all, it was pitch black and I couldn't see anything, so I couldn't record. I didn't get any scares in here, so nobody really got me. No one jumped out. The actors that were in there were few. They were dressed in black. You couldn't see them and they would jump out. There was a neat laser room at the end, but there was nobody in there to jump out from underneath the laser. So I felt a little bit disappointed. So I'm going to put this one at the bottom. Number 8 was the Manners Estate Sale. This was a walkthrough, not a haunted house. You walk through this outside, and it was like being in a scary study or a library with some very creepy characters. This was scary. The more smoke that was around, the scarier it was, and there were some jump scares. Number 7 was the Fear Fest. Woo! So scary. This I kind of liked. Some things I loved, some things I didn't love. I liked the graphics and the signs. They were well done. You walked in this open air outdoor area. It wasn't a haunted house. It was a walk zone. They had areas with circus cages and booths. It appeared like there should be an actor in there, but there was nobody in there. They had a wheel where you can spin to see your own death. The coolest part of this section was an animatronic. It was the most realistic and cool animatronic in the entire park. And it's something you don't want to miss, and I'll show it here at the end. We will have Brenda Meeks reenact my terror in this scene.
Sam, this is some scary shit!
Thank you, Brenda. Your performance was fantastic. Number 6 on our list is the Kennyville Cemetery. This is an outdoor walkthrough through a garden and a cemetery and a pond. I thought this was a nice outdoor haunted house, but I would like to have seen more scares. There was a really cool effect towards the middle around the pond of a glowing ghost, and I'll show that to you here. Number 5 is Voodoo Bayou. This was created by draining the channel of the Raging Rapids ride, leaving it hollow and putting a bunch of little indoor and outdoor haunted house scenes based on a voodoo theme. They got me really good in this one section with hanging bodies, and I'll show you that clip here. It was also nicely themed. Number 4 was Villa of the Vampire. I liked this because the theming was good. There were some nice costumes, some nice lighting, and some decent animatronics in here. This is the same haunted house I went through when I was doing the behind-the-scenes tour. So don't skip this one if you like nice theming.
We're gonna let these gentlemen go and
Do try and keep up, please. The stragglers will be first. Try and keep up, mortal. Right this way, bloodbags. Quickly now, bloodbags. Quickly. So many of you and still some time to drink your blood.
Number 3 was my favorite walk through Hellbilly Hollow. It was filled with a bunch of crazy rednecks with axes, knives, chainsaws, and evil scarecrows. A fun place to visit.
Look him over my barn! We'll chop you up over my barn! Come on, hey! Yep. Come on over my barn!
Number 2 I thought was the best indoor haunted house, the Shady Grove Memorial Hospital. This was funny and also scary at the same time. And me and the group I was with had a lot of fun with it. The last haunted attraction was on your way out the door. It was called The Departing. As you left and went through the tunnel, they filled it with smoke, lightning, and lights, and had tons of scare actors chasing you with axes, chainsaws, and you name it. I missed most of all that, but I caught a few of the actors on my way out as I left.
I didn't even see that.
So that's my full review of Phantom Fall Fest at Kennyland.
It's Kennywood! Kennywood, come on! It's Kennywood! Kennywood!
Kennywood.
It's Kennywood!
Thank you all for watching. Have a happy Halloween. Please hit like and subscribe so I can make more fun and entertaining content for you. Thank you again.